I'm Eve Simone, and I'm here with my pug, Jackson. Jackson, say hello. I thought I'd give a quick update. I received my very first Bass World magazine today after joining the International Society of Bassists, so I thought I'd flip through it and share some of what you get in the magazine. So, as an update, my double bass has been in the shop since the end of December, so it's been 3 months and I miss it. I hope I get it back soon and can't wait to be able to play the double bass again. But anyway, yeah, I recently joined the International Society of Bassists because I wanted to learn more about what's going on with the double bass these days. And as part of my membership, I selected the print version of the magazine. So I got it in the mail today. It's really a good magazine, I have to say. There's a lot of interesting articles. There's an article in here about David Perlman. So I'll read about him. Then there's a preview of all the people who are going to be the headliners at the 2025 ISB convention. Are you going to the convention? It's in Florida. Yeah, it's in Florida, Florida State University from June 2nd to 7th. I myself, I will not be going for a variety of reasons. For me, it's a bit hot in Florida at that time of year, and I am currently looking for a job, so I'd probably be working then as well, so hopefully. But anyway, yeah, a lot of leading double bassists will be performing there. If you're going to the convention, drop me a comment below and tell me about it. If you've been before, how is it? I attended one when I was a kid, and it was a lot of fun. I got to perform at the convention. It was nice. Then there's an article in here about the transcription of Rudolf Haken's Fantasia in F sharp minor for viola and piano. Wow, F sharp minor. That's a hard key. This article is interesting because it gives you excerpts of the music, you know. So I'm gonna try some of those out and hear what it sounds like. And then it has the fingering chart, which I find really interesting. Can you see that? Comparing the viola to the double bass fingering, which, you know, is interesting, of course, because the difference between instrument tuned in fifths and fourths and with totally different strings. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah. And next there's an article about thoracic outlet syndrome. I don't think I've ever had that one. I've had mostly a carpal tunnel and tendonitis, but it looks like it's something that affects you right here. This article's by Randall Kurtz, and I think he's the person I got his book about playing the double bass, you know, in a better way to be more healthy with it. It's really good. It's interesting, one of his quotes here, he says he's more careful to keep his shoulder closer to the body, not rigid, but not too far out to the side. You know, when I think about playing the double bass, my shoulder is often out to the side, so I have to think about that. I don't really know how you can, I guess you have to move your whole body and not just your shoulder around. Interesting. Then next in the luthier's corner, there's an article about what to look for in a good bow, which is very interesting. That's a very interesting article. I'll be reading that and thinking about what they're saying. Then there's an article about performing and composing jazz, an interview with John Patitucci. That's cool too. Yeah, a lot of insights. An interview with Joseph Nunez of the Kansas City Symphony. That's cool. A report on a historic base in Violone. Is it Violone? Conference in Paris last year. That's very interesting. I've never had the opportunity to play any of the earlier instruments, but if I ever get the opportunity, that'd be really cool. Yeah. And then there's a feature about Eugene Levinson Bass Day at Gustavus Adolphus College. Well, that brings back memories. I studied with Eugene Levinson at the Sarasota Music Festival when I was a kid, and yeah, his playing is incredible. I remember he played my rental bass. It was like a plywood or laminated type of bass, and he made it sing. It was just so amazing. But I'll never forget what he said to me when I was a kid. He said, I think I was like 10 or 11. He said that I swept the floor. Wait, my bass playing was like a monkey sweeping the floor or something. And how did he put it? You sweep floor like monkey? Yeah, something like that. But you know, I've never really known whether that's that much of an insult or not, because it's kind of like, if I were a monkey and I could sweep the floor, then that's kind of cool. I'd be ready to be in the circus. So, I mean, it didn't really bother me that much. He might have had a point. I mean, yeah, I'd only played the bass for like a year or two, and I wasn't that good. So I agree with him. That's fine. But yeah, his playing's great. It's good to see he's still, you know, still playing and was able to give a recital. That's wonderful. Then an article about Rolf Erdahl, who does a oboe and bass duo. Well, that's an interesting combination. That's pretty cool. And let me read that. Then there's reviews of music and recordings, it looks like, so that's pretty cool. And that's about it. So yeah, I mean, overall, this is like a very bass-centric magazine, obviously. And I would say, you know, even though it's called International Society of Bassists, it's definitely, from this magazine anyway, it seems to be pretty much totally about the double bass. I didn't really see any electric bass references in here, so but I think it's cool. I'm into it. I'm glad I subscribed, and it's happy to share that overview with you, because you know, when I went to subscribe, I didn't know if it would be worth getting the print version of the magazine or what was going to be in there, but now that I've seen one, yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. It's the kind of magazine I'm going to read cover to cover, so that's cool. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well and enjoying spring wherever you are. Boy, Jackson has really not participated in this video. Let's wake him up and say hi. You want to say hi, Jackson? I guess not. Bye, everyone.